Tamara Jean, your spiritual holistic healer and inspiring visionary here at Future Life. And this is your energy update with tools for transformation for March 15th through the 17th of 2019. And there is, once again, so much happening. And I really actually like the picture, the image that my guides are giving me of the energy right now and what is happening, as they're showing me a tapestry. And that all of these, when you look at a tapestry, you know that it's made up of, a large number of threads that have been woven together to make a beautiful pattern, such as our lives, our energy strands, right? We have cords with everyone, and these energy strands that are constructed and materialize to create, they all interweave together like a tapestry to create this beautiful life experience, and it creates patterns. There are patterns through these tapestries. So we have them individually, we have them in our relationships, collectively, universally. So there are an infinite number of tapestries that are being woven and unraveled and rewoven many times over. And they are telling me that is really at an energetic level, that the process that is happening as we go through this particular Mercury retrograde, and we are at that point, we're kind of halfway through now, at that point of really experiencing and feeling the unraveling of these energetic strands. And a lot of it is right, it's always right on divine time, with karmic relationships. So a lot of relationship stuff is coming up, because sometimes in a tapestry there can be a snag, right? Or some of the threads get balled up in a knot. So those little balled up knots or snags, those energetic strands are being untangled and unraveled for it to actually resolve, and then to be rewoven into, right? We release and let go in our mind, but the energy actually then shifts and changes, and it changes and transmutes into a more usable, resourceful energy for us. So on to where we're at. So this can reweave into a new pattern and new experience for us to experience. And this is also happening with the universe is also reconstructing. It's been constructed in a certain way. However, through chains of events over millennia, right, some things have gotten distorted, or they no longer work, or it's really snagged and all balled up, all tangled up. So this whole unraveling process is happening right now. And as we dive into that, right, we're in Pisces. So we're like swimming around in the subconscious, and kind of that dream world too, where we're also doing a lot of astral travel in our dream time. We're visiting alternate expressions, right? Different spaces in time with different lives, trying to resolve that experience. And so all of this is happening right now in the unraveling process. We are right in the heart of the change right now. And so I have some, of course, crystals and essential oils that can help support you at this time during this unraveling process, which can be it can be painful. It can be emotionally painful, mentally painful, physically painful, spiritually painful. And I know I've talked about grief, and it's kind of like this very long grief process, and you're just feeling the whole spectrum of emotion, and you may be having some anxiety as well with this process, and it's a real opening process, which can be very uncomfortable, but it's just like that saying goes, right? Everything's falling apart, so everything can fall into place. And that truly is what is happening at this point in time. So the crystals that I have for you, the first one is Snowflake Obsidian. So nice light and shadow, right? Yin and yang, all the light and dark aspects. It allows you to recognize those unnecessary patterns that are still remaining in your life. Because sometimes we aren't seeing the pattern, and then something big will happen, whether that's like a car accident, something, or you could stub your toe, and hopefully you'll become aware and pay attention to what the universe and your soul, your higher self is trying to tell you, so it doesn't have to be like, okay, you're not listening, we'll have to do something bigger to catch your attention. So use Snowflake Obsidian. It's going to bring that awareness of the unwanted pattern, or the pattern that's causing an undesired condition in your life. And it actually, not only does it help you recognize these unnecessary or unwanted patterns that you are ready to shift, that it does redesign actually your thought process and the thought pattern around that undesired condition, to be able to shift that pattern. And it is a stone of purity, so it brings both purity and balance to the spirit, mind, and the body. The next crystal I have is rhodonite. So some has more pink, and then like the other side, it's got some black in there. So this brings emotional healing and releases blocked energy from the heart chakra. We have a lot of the higher chakra stuff going on right now, our throat and our heart a lot at the moment. Really, we're feeling a lot of emotions with the energy right now, and then we're trying to also, with our mental body, we're trying to articulate what is happening, and then we're trying to verbalize it or express it and communicate it clearly and confidently, so that we can have balance and peace and resolution and move forward, right? Let's not keep repeating cycles. Let's move forward in confidence, and in alignment in this new direction that we are going. So it helps bring emotional balance, especially during traumatic times, because I know some of this, is past trauma that is being brought up. So it helps bring the emotional healing from that trauma. And then it helps calm you. So if you are having anxiety, it's really great to help calm that as well. And it is a stone of love and helps you achieve your highest potential through your heart chakra. The last crystal I have, this is actually blue quartz. There's all different colors of quartz. So this is blue quartz. And it helps you see that the basis of fear is incomplete knowledge. So it helps you gain the completion of that knowledge. So also helping you then, right, to see the patterns that have been repeating life after life after life that are affecting your current life. And since we are focusing on that particular area and the energies that we're in right now, and it helps to activate your throat chakra and promote you speaking your truth. So we're really trying to find that balance. So the oils I have for you is first patchouli, which is the oil of physicality. So it's very grounding and stabilizing. Because sometimes when you're doing this work, and it can get very, like, oh man, I just want out of this. It helps you stay very connected to the earth, because you signed up for this and you are doing this process, this ascension process in the physical body. And so, which can feel very overwhelming. So patchouli will help ground and stabilize you, keep you connected. It helps calm any fears and calm the nervous system and really prepare. It brings your heart and mind into alignment and is preparing for your spirit and body to have that deeper union and connection, because we are expanding at a much deeper level right now. The next oil I have for you is rosemary, which is the oil of transition, knowledge and transition. So this is going to help you trust yourself, trust in the divine and in your divine team. There is someone in the divine, a being, not in the third dimensional reality, like for hire, if you will. And you can hire them, right, for anything. Your divine team has unlimited, just as you. We truly are unlimited, and you can ask for help from them for anything. I mean, even the smallest thing. Why not? That they're there ready and waiting to help you. So rosemary really helps build that trust in the divine, especially going through this transition. It's very helpful in times of great change, which we are in fact in. And it also brings understanding from that higher perspective and helps stay and see through that higher perspective. And the last is lemon. So this is the oil of focus, because this right now you can feel all over the place, right? You can be hashing over and rehashing things from the past. You could just keep kind of distracting yourself, right? Deflecting. Right now we need to bring in that focus. So lemon is very supportive of the emotional body and the mental body, and really help you to bring your focus, right? Staying grounded and stabilized and seeing through the eyes of your soul, your higher self. We are co-creating the reality. And the word design keeps coming through, and that there's a great saying for God is grand, omnipotent designer. Right? You are designing your world, literally. You are co-creating with God, the grand, omnipotent designer. And so what do you want that to look like? You're in very malleable energy right now. And so to ask yourself these questions as you're diving so deep and you are healing and expanding at such a deep level, you have the opportunity. And once you make the decision, and this was key also, once you make the decision, it's like you've given the green light to the universe. It immediately starts conspiring for you to bring that manifestation to you, and then things start happening. You start attracting signs, synchronicities, opportunities for that manifestation. So be very aware that once you make that decision on something, it's the process has started for you. And so if it is something that shows up that is of opposite of what you want, recognize that that's the pattern that is providing the undesirable condition of your life. So that is your block that you need to work through. The universe is trying to show you, like, okay, you want this, let's resolve this so we can get you to where you want to be, and or what you wish to accomplish. So use these tools. We're halfway through, right? We're coming up on spring equinox with the full moon next Wednesday. So, of course, you know, I'll have more videos of, you know, up until then. But stay grounded, stay stabilized, use these tools, and stay calm. Try and stay calm and just allow this unraveling process. Just know you're right in the middle of change, and it's going to be rewoven into an even more beautiful tapestry. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.